Did you know that some seemingly harmless objects could actually be draining your energy, attracting issues, and blocking your path to prosperity? It's true. Often we keep items in our homes that, according to Buddhist teachings, might be sapping our luck, causing illness, and even inviting financial trouble. Hard to believe? Imagine how much better your life could feel if you knew exactly what to remove to attract more abundance and joy. In reality, ignoring these items could be costing you a lot. Have you ever felt like certain things in your life are stuck? Maybe it's that project that never gains traction, that lingering sense of fatigue, or financial problems that just won't go away. These could all be signs of negative energy accumulating in your home. Even more concerning, you may unknowingly be holding on to items that negatively impact your health and well-being. But today, I'm here to help you change that. Don't miss out on this chance to learn how to refresh your space and open up to new possibilities. Throughout this video, I'm going to reveal each of these 8 items that, according to Buddhist teachings, should be removed from your home immediately. And not only that, I'll explain exactly how these negative energies operate and why it's so important to eliminate these objects as soon as possible. If you are looking for a lighter, more prosperous and balanced life, this is your chance to take the first step. Get ready for a true energy cleanse that will pave the way for a new cycle of peace and prosperity in your life. Before we begin, leave your like, subscribe to the channel, and activate the notification bell so you don't miss any videos like this. And in the comments write, "I attract prosperity, health, and wealth into my life." This way, you'll start aligning your intentions with the transformation that's about to come. Shall we embark on this journey of change together? The energy of the space you live in is crucial to the quality of your life. It acts like a magnet, attracting positive or negative situations, shaping your daily life in a subtle way. A space filled with negative energy can sabotage your plans, drain your strength, and attract difficulties you can't even explain. It's no wonder that Buddhist teachings warn us, taking care of your home's energy is taking care of your destiny. By ignoring this, you risk perpetuating cycles of scarcity and obstacles that seem to never end. Imagine a house as a magnetic field. Each object, each space influences the type of energy that accumulates there. When energy is stagnant, you may feel a constant heaviness, as if everything around you is blocked. But when it flows harmoniously, prosperity, health, and peace come into alignment with your life. This change isn't about mysticism, but about balance, and it's this balance that may be missing in your home, creating an environment conducive to stagnation and problems. Transforming the energy of your home is not a luxury, it's a necessity for those seeking more success, serenity, and well-being. Buddhists know that removing certain things is a powerful act that makes room for new possibilities and unblocks previously closed paths. But to achieve this state of harmony, it's essential to identify what's hindering that flow. There are objects that carry energy that brings ruin, illness, and lack. And as long as they remain in your home, all your efforts may seem in vain because the root of the problem lies in what you have not yet eliminated. This is the time to turn your home into a space that propels your life forward. Removing what blocks your progress could be the step that was missing to unlock your dreams. If you are tired of feeling like something is wrong without being able to identify what it is, prepare for an awakening. It's time to understand how energy works and how it can be your greatest ally or enemy, depending on the choices you make in your space. And this is just the first step to creating an environment that truly supports your prosperity and happiness. Now that you understand the importance of keeping your home's energy clean and balanced, it's time to identify the 8 items that, according to Buddhist teachings, are draining your energy and attracting poverty, illness, and ruin. Next, we will detail each of these items so that you can easily recognize what needs to be removed from your space, thus taking a definitive step towards a more prosperous and harmonious life. Plants are symbols of life, growth, and renewal. When they are healthy, They purify the air and help to elevate the energy of the environment. However, dead or withered plants carry the opposite. They represent stagnation, decay, and the loss of vitality. According to Buddhist teachings, keeping a plant that has lost its vigor in the house is allowing the energy of death and decline to remain, blocking the arrival of new opportunities and abundance. They can become a true energy drain point. Having a dead plant in your office or living room, for instance, might seem harmless, but it subtly creates an atmosphere of fatigue and discouragement. Have you noticed how places with many withered plants always seem darker and heavier, even when there is natural light? This happens because the energy they emit is filled with sadness, a direct reflection of their physical condition. When dried, lifeless leaves accumulate, it's as if a part of the house is always colorless, affecting everyone around. The best solution is to replace dead plants with new ones that are healthy and full of life. If you don't have time to care for natural plants, consider using high-quality artificial plants, but avoid letting them get dusty and neglected. Another option is to choose species that require less care, such as succulents and cacti, which are more resilient. Adding fresh flowers to vases occasionally can also bring renewed energy and a touch of color to the environment, always remembering to remove the flowers when they begin to wither. By removing withered plants, you symbolize renewal and bring back the energy of growth. This simple gesture can transform the atmosphere of your home, allowing vitality and prosperity to bloom again in your life. Broken or unused objects symbolically represent stagnation and loss. According to Buddhist teachings, everything that no longer serves a purpose in our home contributes to blocking the flow of positive energy, creating points of stagnant energy that end up affecting other areas of life. These objects can attract difficulties, a feeling of fatigue, and even a lack of direction regarding your goals. It's as if the space is clinging to what no longer serves, without room for the new to come in. Imagine that drawer full of broken electronics, like an old cell phone that no longer works, or that kitchen appliance that you promised to repair but has been sitting idle for years. Without realizing it, these objects accumulate stagnant energy, blocking new opportunities and even interfering with the sense of comfort and flow within your own home. The stagnant energy of unused objects can also affect the overall atmosphere, bringing a feeling of heaviness and even emotional clutter. To resolve this issue, the best option is to conduct a thorough review and eliminate what truly no longer has any use. Donate, recycle, or, if there is no other solution, dispose of broken items responsibly. For items that have sentimental value but are damaged, consider restoring them or repurposing them in a way that brings joy rather than simply occupying space. And if there are items waiting for repair, set a deadline. If you haven't fixed them in 3 months, it's time to say goodbye. Replace the spaces previously occupied by broken objects with items that bring good memories or are useful in daily life as a way to revitalize the energy of your home. One idea is to place a picture with inspiring images or fresh flowers where a useless object once stood. This way, you promote an energy renewal, releasing the stagnation and allowing prosperity and joy to flow freely throughout the house. Replacing the old with the new creates a lighter, more vibrant space, aligned with your dreams and growth desires. Damaged furniture, like chairs with broken legs, torn sofas, or tables with cracked surfaces, carries an energy of wear and neglect. In Buddhist teachings, such furniture represents the difficulty of letting go of what has lost its value and utility. They not only affect the aesthetics of the space, but also influence the energy, creating an environment that reflects a lack of renewal and a sense of things always falling apart. This can directly affect your motivation and the way you view your own life. A common example is that old couch in the living room, with the foam already deformed and covered by a cloth to hide its imperfections, or that chair that sits in a corner, but no one uses anymore because it's unstable and unsafe. These pieces of furniture may seem harmless, but their presence can cause a subconscious impact, like a feeling that you are stuck in the past, unable to move forward. Even if you try to ignore it, these items reflect a lack of care for the environment and consequently the energies circulating in your life. The best alternative for dealing with damaged furniture is to repair it if possible, or replace it with pieces that are in good condition. Storing an old piece can be a great way to preserve its history while also renewing the energy it brings to the space. If restoration isn't viable, consider donating or recycling the item. Replacing a worn-out couch with a comfortable armchair or swapping out the broken chair for a new one brings a sense of renewal that helps attract prosperity and comfort to your home. Additionally, by freeing up space by getting rid of furniture that no longer has a purpose, you create a sense of spaciousness and make way for new opportunities in your life. A space with well-maintained furniture sends the message that you are ready to receive the new and that you care about the flow of good energies in your home. And remember, it's not about spending a lot of money, but about making small changes that bring a fresh vibe to your space. Inherited objects from relatives or friends can carry the memories and energies of the people who once owned them. In Buddhist teachings, it is believed that everything around us retains a bit of the energy of the people and situations that were part of its history. This means that inherited items, especially those from sad or painful circumstances, can end up carrying negative emotional baggage into your home. Keeping these items might mean that feelings of sadness, loss, or even despair remain present in the environment, subtly affecting the atmosphere of the place. A common example is furniture, jewelry, or personal items from relatives who have passed away and who experience difficult or sorrowful moments. Maybe you have that rocking chair that belonged to a grandfather who suffered a lot in his final years, or a piece of jewelry from someone who faced emotional challenges. These objects might seem harmless, but they often act as anchors that connect the space to the energy of sadness or mourning, even if you don't consciously perceive it. Their presence can create a feeling of melancholy or emotional stagnation in the space. To deal with these kinds of objects, it's important to assess what is truly worth keeping. If the item brings good memories and makes you feel happy, it can stay. But if, when you look at it, you feel sadness, grief, or memories of difficult times, it might be time to say goodbye. One option is to perform a ritual of gratitude and farewell before donating or passing on the object, thanking it for the time it was part of your life and releasing it symbolically. This can help make the process of letting go lighter and more positive, allowing you to move forward. If you prefer to keep some of these objects, consider energetically cleansing them using techniques like smudging with incense or exposing them to sunlight for a few days. This can help to remove the negative emotional charge associated with them and give them a new life in the environment. Placing quartz crystals near these items can also help purify the energy they carry. Remember, the most important thing is that the environment reflects a space of joy and lightness, free from energies that do not benefit you. The accumulation of papers, magazines, old bills, and useless documents is one of the biggest sources of stagnant energy inside a house. According to Buddhist teachings, all excess that does not have a clear function in our lives ends up forming energy knots that hinder the natural flow of the environment. Each piece of paper stored without necessity symbolizes a weight from the past that we still carry. These items might seem harmless, but the energy they carry can prevent new opportunities from coming in and create an atmosphere of disorganization, both physically and mentally. A common example is that pile of magazines that never get read, or that cabinet full of old bills that only take up space. Additionally, many keep manuals for devices they no longer own, or documents from courses and studies that are no longer relevant. Even if these papers are stored in drawers or boxes, they emit a vibration that can affect mental clarity and the sense of lightness within the home. It's as if unresolved past issues are always there, reminding you that there are things that still need to be dealt with. To tackle this accumulation, start by separating truly important documents, such as contracts and personal records, and organize them practically in folders. The rest, such as paid bills and unimportant papers, can be safely discarded, either recycled or shredded to ensure personal information is protected. A great tip is to digitize important documents and keep them in digital format, further reducing the physical space occupied by papers. Replace the stack of papers with something that brings more positivity to the environment, like a small plant or a decorative item that inspires you, as a great way to transform the energy of the place. This not only leaves the space more organized, but also creates a feeling of freshness and renewal. When you free up physical space from excess papers, you automatically make room for positive energy to flow better, bringing more clarity and lightness to your routine and the way you approach daily life. Lighting in a home plays a crucial role in the energy circulating through the space. According to Buddhist teachings and other practices of space cleansing, burned-out bulbs or dim lights represent a lack of vitality and clarity. They symbolize stagnation and that something important is not being illuminated in your life. Keeping lights that don't work or that produce a weak light is allowing areas of darkness to settle in the house, which can negatively influence your motivation and ability to see new opportunities. Imagine a hallway with a burned-out light, or a corner of the living room that's always dim because the light there no longer works as it should. These places tend to become less frequented, cold, and uncomfortable, carrying a feeling of neglect. Additionally, partial darkness in some parts of the house can contribute to creating an environment of discouragement, lack of energy, and a sense of tiredness. Light is life, and when it is absent, the energy of the house can become dense and heavy, making it harder for thoughts to flow and even affecting your daily disposition. To address this, it's important to replace burned-out bulbs as soon as you notice they're no longer working properly. Choosing bulbs that provide clear and comfortable light helps to revitalize the environment. Invest in lighting that is both functional and welcoming, creating an atmosphere where you feel good. In places where natural light doesn't reach, such as hallways or closets, consider adding lamps or sconces to keep the energy always moving. Alternatively, you can create indirect light points by using scented candles at specific times to create a more harmonious atmosphere, especially during relaxation or meditation practices. Crystals like selenite can also be placed in less well-lit areas to help elevate the energy of the space. Replacing areas of darkness with appropriate lighting is a symbolic act that invites clarity, energy, and vitality back into your home, helping to bring a new brightness to your life. Kitchen utensils like plates, cups, mugs, and even pots play an important role in everyday life and also in the home's energy. According to Buddhist teachings, these items represent the abundance and nourishment of the home. When they are chipped, cracked, or worn out, they carry the energy of deterioration, breakage, and lack. Keeping such items in the kitchen can attract energy of scarcity and material difficulties, directly affecting family harmony and the flow of prosperity in the environment. A common example is that favorite mug that, after years of use, ended up chipping, but you keep using it out of attachment, or that plate with a small crack that, because it doesn't seem like a big problem, continues to be part of daily life. These objects end up bringing a feeling that things are always incomplete, never reaching a state of wholeness. Besides being potentially dangerous, as they can cause minor accidents, they reinforce the idea that prosperity and completeness are cracked in your life, preventing positive energy from flowing freely. To deal with this, it's important to periodically review the kitchen utensils and discard those that are chipped, cracked, or have lost their original quality. Replacing them with new items, even if they are simple, helps to renew the energy and create a more harmonious and prosperous environment. Remember, you don't need to make large investments. The important thing is to have items that are in good condition and convey a sense of care and attention to the home. Alternatively, you can replace chipped plates or mugs with items that have a design that inspires you or brings joy when used. This not only improves the energy of the space, but also transforms each meal into a moment of appreciation and gratitude. Small changes like these can make a big difference in the flow of abundance in your life, as they show the universe that you are ready to receive the best and are open to new opportunities. With utensils in good condition, the energy of nourishment and well-being is strengthened, creating a more welcoming and prosperous environment for everyone. Religious objects like statues, saint images, rosaries, and other spiritual items have a special role in the energy of a home because they are used for protection, spiritual connection, and attracting positive energies. However, when these relics are damaged, broken, or have simply lost their spiritual meaning to those who own them, they can end up having a negative impact on the environment's energy. According to Buddhist teachings, keeping a sacred object in a poor state is like disrespecting the intention of protection and harmony. It represents creating a point of imbalanced energy within the home. A practical example is that image of a saint or Buddha that fell and broke apart, like a hand or the head, but is still displayed somewhere in the house, or a rosary that lost some beads and is kept without use. These objects, even if they carry positive intentions, can become a reflection of neglect and abandonment, creating a sense of spiritual disconnection in the space. Keeping a broken or damaged image on an altar, for instance, can create an atmosphere of disrespect or detachment from spirituality. The best alternative for these items is to restore them if possible, so they can continue fulfilling their purpose of protecting and blessing the home. If restoration isn't feasible, consider performing a farewell ritual, thanking the item for the time it was in your life, and releasing it respectfully, whether by burying, burning, or taking it to a suitable place like a church or spiritual center. This way, you avoid the object continuing to accumulate sadness or disrespectful energy. As a replacement, you can acquire new relics or spiritual items that make sense for your current journey, bringing freshness and renewal to your altar or meditation space. Additionally, including elements like crystals, plants, and candles on your altar can help to renew positive energies and strengthen the spiritual connection in the environment. Remember that more important than keeping the object itself is ensuring it is in harmony with the purpose of elevating the vibration of your home and keeping spirituality alive and present in your life. After removing the items that were blocking the energy in your home, it's essential to perform an energy cleanse to ensure that all negative vibrations are dispelled and that new positive energies can flow freely throughout the space. One of the simplest and most effective purification methods is smudging with herbs like sage, rosemary, or rue. These plants have purifying power, and when burned, they release smoke that helps to drive away dense energies and attract an atmosphere of peace and protection. To smudge your house, just light the herb and walk with it through the rooms, always moving clockwise, visualizing the smoke carrying negative energies out through windows and doors. This practice is an excellent way to renew the environment and prepare the home to welcome positive vibrations. Another important technique is using crystals to amplify positive energy and bring balance to the spaces. Crystals like clear quartz, amethyst, and selenite are powerful for cleaning and raising the vibration of any environment. Placing them in strategic locations like the entrance of the house, the living room, or in spots where the energy seemed heavier helps create a protective barrier against negative influences. Selenite, for example, is known as a crystal that never needs to be recharged, and it can be placed near windows or in room corners to keep the energy flowing. Additionally, you can keep smaller crystals in areas where you spend more time, like a work desk, to ensure the energy around you stays revitalized. Salt cleansing is also a common and powerful practice for eliminating negative energy. Coarse salt is one of the most effective elements for absorbing and neutralizing bad vibes. A simple way to use it is to place small containers with coarse salt in the corners of rooms, especially in areas like the home's entrance, and where the energy seemed heavier. Leave the salt there for at least 24 hours and then discard it in running water, like in a sink or toilet, so that all negativity is washed away. Another alternative is to dissolve coarse salt in water to wash floors or clean doors and windows, creating a protective layer that prevents the entry of unwanted energies. Besides purification techniques, a practice that makes a significant difference is constant organization and care for spaces. Keeping the house always clean and tidy is essential to ensure that positive energy keeps flowing. A well-maintained environment is an invitation for prosperity and well-being. Organize the rooms, open windows to allow air to circulate, and let natural light in as much as possible to transform the space's vibration. If possible, keep healthy live plants around the house, as they help to refresh the air and bring life to the spaces. Additionally, creating a small altar with candles, fresh flowers, and objects that have special meaning to you can be a way to center positive energy and create a spiritual reference point in your home. With these practices, you ensure that your home's energy is always vibrating harmoniously and aligned with your life goals. Eliminating the objects that were blocking the energy in your home is a powerful step towards making way for new opportunities and transforming your life in a meaningful way. One of the most immediate benefits is the feeling of lightness and clarity that fills the space. By removing what was accumulating stagnant energy, you begin to notice that the space around you becomes brighter, more airy, and that the feeling of heaviness simply disappears. This directly impacts your mental state, bringing more energy and clarity to deal with everyday challenges. Suddenly, that constant feeling of fatigue gives way to a renewed energy and a desire to start new projects and embrace new opportunities. Another great benefit is the improvement in relationships within the home. When energy flows harmoniously, tensions and misunderstandings tend to diminish, and the environment becomes more welcoming and inviting for everyone living there. The home becomes a refuge where each person feels comfortable to be themselves and share quality moments with loved ones. Moreover, a home with good energy contributes to the emotional health of everyone who lives there, helping to create an atmosphere of cooperation, affection, and respect. It's as if the negativity that once caused friction is swept away, making room for a space of peace and harmony. With the renewed energy, many people also report improvements in their finances and the way they perceive money and growth opportunities. This happens because, by getting rid of energy blockages, you also make room for prosperity to flow more naturally in your life. Opportunities that once seemed distant start to appear, whether through new job offers, business ventures, or even a feeling that luck is finally on your side. This is not just about belief, but about creating an environment that encourages a mindset open to success and the achievements you desire. Finally, a home that is energetically clean fosters a deeper connection with your own spirituality and life goals. Without the interference of dense energies, you begin to hear your intuition more clearly, identifying paths that truly make sense for you. This renewal not only improves your quality of life, but also boosts your self-esteem and confidence in your own choices. The simple act of transforming the space around you generates a sense of control and empowerment over your own journey, showing that small actions can make a big difference in your life. With this, you create a positive cycle where each conscious decision you make reflects in a more prosperous, healthy, and vibrant environment. Now that you know the 8 items that could be blocking the energy of your home, it's time to act and truly transform your space. By getting rid of these objects, you're not just clearing a physical space, but also opening the doors for prosperity, health, and peace to return to your life. It's a simple act that can make a huge difference in your daily life, bringing a fresh energy to your home and mind. After all, when we leave behind what no longer serves us, we make room for new things to bloom. Each step you take towards a lighter and more harmonious environment is also a step towards a more prosperous and happier life. Removing the objects that block energy is like opening a window in a dark room and allowing light to come in, illuminating every corner. The sense of renewal and clarity goes beyond the physical space, and little by little, you'll feel that your life is moving into a new rhythm, more aligned with your desires and the energy you want to attract. So why not take the first step right now? If you found this content helpful, please give it a like and subscribe to the channel for more tips that can truly uplift your daily life. By doing so, you're helping me continue to bring valuable insights to you and others who are on a journey to transform their lives. Also, consider sharing this video with friends and family. There's a good chance they might need an energy cleanse as well. Together, we can create lighter, more prosperous spaces for everyone. As a final touch, I invite you to affirm, I make space for prosperity and happiness in my life. Write this in the comments to start attracting positive energy and transforming your home into a sanctuary of peace. Let's embrace this journey of change and growth together, knowing that transformation starts with small steps, and you've already taken the first one. Thank you for watching, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video.